Can we do blue cat?
Say that again.
Blue cat.
No, I could not hear you better. Say that again. Shalini said something. Gitesh said something. I could not hear both of them.
Can you repeat the schedule once again?
Okay.
That's my question.
Okay. So now since it is getting recorded, so even if you forget this time, you'll be able to see the video and figure it out. So all the kids who are in level 1 and will continue in level 1. What I mean by that is kids who are in third and fourth grade right now, they will go to fourth and fifth grade in the next year, and they will continue in level 1. So that means Salini, Abhik, Ayush, and Ishan currently they will continue in level 1, and the class timing for them changes to 4 p.m. from tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean 4 p.m. from 2nd of 12th of May. Okay, so that is one change. Now Pranav and Gitesh, they will move to level 2, but they will continue in the class for level 1, meaning at 4 p.m. for this week, meaning today and tomorrow, 11th and 12th May, they will continue in this class, and so they will join the class at 4 p.m. But from next week onwards, they will join level 2, and the class timing for Pranav and Gitesh and for the kids who will be joining level 2 will be 5 p.m. That will be 5 to 6 on Saturday and Sunday. That clear?
Clear.
So this week, everybody joining 4 to 5 from tomorrow. Okay. Next week, everybody joins from 4 to 5 except Pranav and Gitesh, because Pranav and Gitesh will join at 5 p.m. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So let's start learning something. In fact, we are not learning anything these days. We are just doing a recap of what we have learned, and we are brushing up those concepts, making sure that we are getting ready for the next grade. Here is Ayush.
Hi.
Yeah, Ayush.
Hi.
Good morning. So, Ayush, I know you were not very happy about joining the class early in the morning. So, there's a pleasant surprise for you. That's what we were discussing just now. So, we are changing the timing of the class to 4 p.m. for you guys. So, you can enjoy your morning sleep on weekends and join the class at 4 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
That is one thing. And second advantage of that would be it is more of a class like setup where I'll be writing on the board, you guys will see it, and the camera is better, so the quality of the video also will be better, so that it will be easier for you guys to review it offline also. Whenever you are revising what you have learned in the class, it look more, what you call, much more better, much more cleaner, much more readable for you guys. Okay. All right. So that is what we wanted to kind of, that is what we have discussed so far while we were waiting for you to join. So everybody is fine. So yeah, the class timing changes for you guys from tomorrow. Let me share my screen. Oh, okay. Before we share the screen, what we are going to do today is let's spend some
When
time.
did you start?
I'm sorry.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. No, so today we are going to do a quick revision of tables. Okay. Before we get into what we want to revise. Okay. So let's see who is ready with the tables. Uh, so Shalini, Ayush, and Nishan, I want you guys to be very comfortable with the tables till at least 6, if not 8. Okay. So let's see if they are ready with that. Let me do a quick. So let's start with Shall I start with Salini or start with Ishan or Ayush? Okay, Salini is the only gun in the class, right? So let's start with Salini. Salini, are you ready, beta? Let's see. And we might go wrong. It's okay. Making mistake is no crime. We will learn. Okay. So if anybody makes a mistake, don't think that it's a big mistake. Something will go wrong. Sky will fall apart. No, not like that. Okay. My class is the easiest going class. I want you guys to enjoy while learning. Okay. So let's see. I mean, how much Salini remembers. So Salini, I will ask you some questions and let's see how quickly you are able to answer them correctly. Okay. So 6 5 ja,
30,
6 8 ja,
48,
5 9 ja,
45,
3 8 ja,
we get that one.
3 8 ja,
Oh,
24,
it's that 24.
7 3 ja,
7 3 are 21.
okay, 8 4 ja,
32.
7 9 ja,
7 9 are. Oh, wait. 63.
6 4 ja,
24.
okay, 5 8 ja,
40.
good job. So this is for Salini, okay? So good job, Salini, okay? Now I would want you to stick to the table of 8, meaning from 2 to 8, you will spend 5 minutes daily. And whenever you get some free time, okay, whenever when you are doing something unproductive, let's say you are sitting waiting for something, I mean, you have no clue what to do, okay, what you will do, okay, let me see if I remember the table of 6. 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 6 3 is 18, 6 4 is 24, 6 5 is 30, 6 is 36, 6 7 is 42, 6 is 48, 6 9 is 54, 6 9 is 60. Okay. If somebody asks me 6 8 is 48, okay, 6 9 is 54, okay, very nice. So what did I do? I just spent 2 minutes questioning myself. Do I remember the table of 6? And picked up some random this thing and saw if I remember them. That is what I want you guys to do. So from now till the next class as in next week, I would want you to spend that 5 minute daily, Salini, and make sure that right now you are accurate with your answers. I want you to be fast also, because table helps you do your math faster. If you are I mean, table helps you do your math faster actually. So if I'm multiplying, let's say, and if I let's say remember the table up to 19, this part of the calculation I can do faster, very fast. So we want to be accurate and we want to be fast. Okay. If you ask me just like that, 13 6 78. I don't have to even spend time. I don't have to say, okay, wait, let me think. No. 14 4 76. Sorry, 56. That has to come very quick. Okay. 19 3 57. That has to come very quick. I should not be thinking. Okay. 18 4 72. That has to come naturally. Okay. And I'm able to tell that just because I have memorized them in the past, and some places where I'm missing is primarily because I have not done it for last 30 years. Right? So I would want you guys to spend some time, and that has to be literally 2 to 5 minutes every day. And that too when you're not doing something important. Let's say taking bath, shower is doing its work. A lot of us sing in this bathroom, right? I've heard a lot of kids singing song when they're in the bathroom, when they're taking bath. I've done the same when I was your age. Yeah. So we can use that time to do something productive in a more fun way, like a sport, right? when I've seen people counting. I mean, when I'm getting bored, right? I'm doing nothing. When I'm sitting in a park and I have nothing to do, what do? I'll count the number of cars passing by in 2 minutes. So same way, when you have nothing that you can do, you can use that in a productive way by memorizing tables. Okay. So Salni, this is a task for you. Okay. Next Saturday when we meet, I would ask you questions for table up to 8. Okay. And let's see how better it gets, and if we have more opportunity to improve, we will do that. Okay, let's go to Ishan. Ishan, are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
8 9 ja,
72,
7 5 ja,
35,
5 9 ja,
45,
7 6 ja,
42,
8 5 ja,
40,
4 9 ja,
45,
4 9 ja,
oh, 36,
3 8 ja,
24,
9 8 9 ja,
72,
6 8 ja.
48,
Okay, so this is for Ishan. Very good job. So Ishan, you seem to have practiced tables good enough. So uh, I saw that you're able to answer them fast. You're able to answer them accurately also. So well done. Only thing I would suggest is make sure that even if you memorize the tables, okay, you should spend a minute or two for sure, okay, because that helps you, be quick with your calculation actually, okay. So keep spending those 1 or 2 minutes every day. That should, keep you up to speed. Okay. And Ishan, if I may ask you, you know the table still which number? 8, 10, 12. Ishan, it's a question for you.
I would say 12,
Okay. Okay.
but 12 is only like a little.
No, I
So,
mean I'm not asking that. So basically what I was trying to say was whichever table you up to 12, if you say you remember, next time I might ask you up to 12 also. Okay. Use the time between now and next week, next Saturday, and memorize as much you can, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I see the Texas cap Salni has got. Okay. All right. Let's come to Ayush. Ayush, are you ready?
Yeah,
Unmute. Yeah. Okay. 8 5 ja,
40,
6 9 ja,
54,
7 7 ja,
uh, 45. No, not 45 or 48.
49. 7 7 ja is 49. 6 8 ja,
40, no, 48,
48. 5 9 ja,
45.
3 6 ja,
Oh, no, 18,
4 9 ja,
36,
4 7 ja,
uh, 28. Keep on muting me.
28. Uh, 7 3 ja,
21,
8 5 ja,
40,
6 8 ja,
40, no, 48.
48. Okay. So, what again? Overall, a good job. I want everybody in my class to be a champion in table till 20, not immediately, but in next. For you guys, I mean, I would still give you guys 2 years. Okay. But whatever you guys know, let's try to be accurate and try to be fast, because table is, I mean, I always consider table as the building block for math. Okay. So, uh, overall, I think Ayush, you seem to be good with the tables, but I would want you to be firm, and quick. When I say 6 age of 48, it should be loud and clear. We should not be thinking twice. Okay. And that's the stage I want to get to. So let's target to make tables till 8 perfect for you also by next Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm giving you guys 1 week. And I only thing I expect you guys is spend 5 to 10 minutes every day. I mean, not 10 minutes in one go, 2 3 minutes, no, sprints, I call it. Every whenever you have 5 minutes, whenever you're sitting idle, you don't have any clue what you want to do. Just pick up a table and go from beginning to end. Ask yourself a few questions randomly and see how quickly you're able to get them. If you try doing that exercise for next 1 week, trust me, next Saturday, you guys will not let me speak. Okay? All right, let's go to Abik. Abik, are you ready?
Yeah,
7 7 ja,
49,
8 5 ja,
40,
6 8 ja,
48,
7 5 ja,
35,
4 9 ja,
36,
3 8 ja,
24,
7 7 ja,
49,
8 9 ja,
72,
3 9 ja,
27,
4 8 ja,
32,
8 4 ja,
32,
okay. So yeah, I can certainly see the accuracy, and I want to include speed also, right? 7 7 are 49, 8 9 are 72, 6 8 are 48, 5 9 are 45. The the gap between the question and answer here has to be literally zero, because it has to come naturally. If somebody asks me what is your name, do I think, oh, it's Birendra Kumar? No, I say Birendra Kumar, because there's no doubt. If I ask you guys your name, will you say, my name is Ayush? No, you'll be very prompt saying, my name is Ayush. I want the answers to come like that. Okay. So, a big same thing for you. Your goal also is to make sure that you use your unproductive time, spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes for yourself, even when you're doing camping and you're lying on the floor, in your camp, you can spend 2 minutes when you're not busy with anything. Or regardless of that, okay. I'm not saying that you spoil your camping plan just because you want to memorize tables, but what I'm saying is during your day, find out those 2 3 4 unproductive minutes where you want to spend time with the tables, and that is the only effort that you need, trust me. Okay. You do it like a game. No, we end up opening the phone and now looking at a game or doing something, right? What I would say is whenever you have those 2 minutes, okay, let me see if I am getting quicker with table of 8, let me do that. 8 1 is 8, 8 2 is 16, 8 3 is 24, 8 4 is 32, 8 5 is 40, 8 6 is 48, 8 7 is 56, 8 8 is 64, 8 9 is 72, 8 10 is 80. Done. 8 5 is 40. Okay. 8 7 is 60, 8 7 is 56. Okay. 8 9 is 72. Okay. This is the only effort I need. This was what? 45 minutes? 45 seconds? That's it. Use those 1 or 2 unproductive minutes to practice the tables. And I want you also to do the same thing, Abhik. I want you to be perfect with your tables till 8 by next Saturday. Okay, that's the target. I see the graduation cap for Salini also. I never got one, but you guys are lucky here. Okay, all right. Let's go to Gitesh.
This is not mine.
Okay.
It's my mother's.
Oh, cool. So let's go to Gitesh.
Okay.
Gitesh, ready?
Yeah.
So for Gitesh and Pranav, the target will be till 12. Okay.
Okay.
You guys are going to go to level 2 soon. So that's the goal. Let's see. I mean, how much we remember.
What's the expectation for level 2 in tables?
For now, for you to go to level 2, I'll give you till 12. And once you are in level 2, I'll give you target till 15. Okay.
Okay.
So let's start. And there's no harm if we end up learning more. So I'm keeping a very conservative target saying till 15, but it might so happen that I'll say, okay, fine. Before you guys go to level 3, let's make sure that we know all tables till 20, and that's just a matter of few days, right? That's what it takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Did
they,
you hear me
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
before? Like I was on mute.
You were on mute, and I could hear you when you said that the cap that you were putting on, the graduation cap, that was your mother's. That was the last thing I heard. Okay. So okay, let's go to Gitesh. Let's quickly revise the tables. Um, Gitesh, 12 5,
60.
11 9,
99.
8 9,
72.
12 8,
96.
11 8,
88.
7 9,
63.
4 8,
32.
12 4,
48.
3 9.
27. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. No, if something is wrong, I will let you know. Don't worry.
No, 3 9 is 27.
3 9, 9 3, both 27. Okay. 12 6,
72. 72.
11 9,
Hmm?
11 9,
99.
12 9,
108.
11 7,
77.
8 8,
64.
6 9,
54.
7 5,
35.
2 9,
18.
9 6.
54.
Good job. So this is for Gitesh again. So don't stress out yourself, but make sure that till 12, if you have any doubt. I saw that you were accurate almost 90% of the times, but in some of the places you took, you were accurate 100% of the times, except for the 3 ninja. You kind of started doubting yourself, but that was correct actually. So you were correct with your answers. uh, I would just want you to revise, keep revising it. Spend that 1 or 2 minutes every day whenever you get time, and uh, wherever you took, let's say, half a second to answer the questions, if you're able to do that in less than half a second, that makes it more accurate. That's better. So I mean, don't do tables only, but yeah, spend that 1 or 2 minutes to kind of revise it every day. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go to Pranav. Pranav, are you ready?
Yes.
12 6,
12 6 is 72.
7 9,
7 9 is 63.
6 8.
6 8 is 48.
So you don't have to repeat me. You have to just give the answer. Okay. So 7 7,
49.
9 8,
72.
6 8,
48.
4 9,
36.
6 6,
36.
12 5,
60.
11 7,
77.
12 9,
108.
6 8, 6 8,
48.
9 9 ja,
81.
12 7 ja,
How 7?
84.
Yeah, 84.
Um. Okay, I think that is where I'll stop. So again, I'm not trying to be generous to everybody and say, give a clap for everybody, but trust me, each one of you, depending on your grade, depending on the effort you spend, everybody seems to be working on this, and I've been observing the improvements for most of you. Okay, I mean, I know Pranav is the latest entry in this group, but for everybody else, I have seen the improvement with the tables, and that's why when I was giving a clap for you guys, I that was not because of the answer that you gave, that was for the improvement that I've seen. That comes with effort and commitment only. So good job, everybody. Everybody has the target. Pranav, for you also, I think you will also need to make sure that you keep spending those 1 or 2 minutes every day to revise the tables, and wherever you think you are taking a little longer, you might want to repeat that. Let's say 12 nines are 108. I've seen people getting stuck at 12 nines are 1. Okay, 12 nines are. They take a couple of seconds and then say 108. So, what that means is mm, kind of practice the table of 12 good enough that you don't have those blockers. You don't end up spending a second or two to recall the answer. So let's do a other round of check for you all. You all have your targets. For Pranav and Gitesh, it will be 12. For everybody else, it will be till 8. Okay. Make sure that you revise it enough from now till next Saturday. And when we get into a class, um, we are able to kind of do better than what we did today. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now what do we want to revise which will make you guys ready for your next grade? We did fraction to decimal, we did units, uh we did area, we did volume, we did coordinate planes also, right?
And we did.
We did exponential forms also. Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but
What is that?
what about area and perimeter?
Area and perimeter. Everybody wants to spend some time with area and perimeter. Let's do that quickly. Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's look at some interesting aspects of the area and perimeter. Okay. You guys might not have thought about it in the past, but all the math that we end up learning, right? You guys can see my white screen.
Yes.
So all the math that we
No, I can't.
what is that?
I can't see it.
Ishan, you are not able to see it. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can or you can.
I can't. I cannot.
So that means I would request you to disconnect and join back again. Everybody else can see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe a network kind of problem. Okay. Now, Ishan, can you see it?
Yes.
You said you can see it, right, Ishan?
Yeah, I can see it.
Wonderful. All right. So what I was trying to say was, interestingly, and this is something that you will remember for much longer time. Okay. So we always we always keep hearing this fact. People say don't fight, right? Fighting is not a good thing. But eventually, major portion of maths we have learned because of the fights. Now you'll tell me why. There is one orange. three kids want to eat that. If one gets the whole orange, other two will not. Started a fight. And then somebody figured out that yes, you can distribute it. You can split that into three equal parts. You
I
guys, yeah. Somebody saying something. I would request you guys to be on mute, and I'll let you know when you have to speak because I'm telling a story right now. Okay. All right. So, the serious side of this thing is Earth was always one. There's only one Earth. And the beauty of that is two-thirds of Earth is filled with water. Only one-third. So if I put that in a more geometric way, if Earth is this big, only this much is land. Rest all is water. So and as you guys know, the population is always increasing, right? Population is it has it is close to 7 billion now, right? Or 8 billion. I don't know. But India has become the most populous country right now. It has 1.4 billion people. Earlier it was China, which was 1.3 billion people. So, and this population is going to continue growing because if you look at any country's population that was 70 years ago, if that was, let's say, 40 million, in 70 years it has become 75 million, and this will keep on growing. So what will happen eventually is what is not growing is earth. What is not growing is the land on earth. Everything else is water here. Unless people start living in water, there's a problem. Okay, if there are more and more people trying to take the land, trying to live here on earth, we'll have problem. And that is how I was saying that this fight has resulted in we learning maths. There was always a reason in the family to distribute the wealth, property, land, everything, and that is how it became an opportunity for mankind to learn maths. If let's say a father has a land like this and he has to distribute among two of his kids, he'll say, okay, half or half. That's okay, that's doable. If a father has a land like this and he has two kids, how will he distribute? If he gives this much to one kid, this much to one kid, there is a problem. If he says this much to one kid and this much to one kid, there could be a problem because he doesn't know whether he has distributed equally or not. That is where the concept of geometry came into picture. Say, okay, fine. If there's any shape, any area or any land, what we have to do is we have to find out the area of that in a more scientific way. So that if I have to distribute it among two people, I'll say split the area into two. Let's say area is 100 square meters. Okay, it's easy. Mathematically, I can say divide this by 2. So 50 square meter is what every son gets if if this is a land area of the land. So this became a very important thing. Same way, perimeter was another important thing that we came across. That okay, if I have an area like this and I want to barricade this, what is the length of the wire that I would need to barricade it? That is what is perimeter. If I have my land in the shape of a triangle, what is the length of the wire I would need to barricade it so that the animals don't come eating my all my vegetables which I'm putting in my garden. So my wire's length is this much. That is the perimeter. So in simple terms, area is nothing but size of the land or the space that it covers on any surface. So here if you're looking at this rectangle, this is the space taken by the rectangle on the screen right now. If you're looking at the land, let's say this is my father's land back in India. This is the space taken by this land on the Earth's surface, right? Here, the canvas for me was the screen where I was drawing it. Wherein, if I'm looking at the land, this land is like a drawing on the canvas of the Earth. It is on the surface of Earth. Yeah, we put different types of crops. We grow crops, we grow vegetables, or we build houses on the land, right? So this becomes an area. On the top of that, you do whatever you want to do, and your canvas is the Earth surface. Yeah. So in simple terms, area of any shape, many shape, whatever you call it, is the space taken by that on the surface where you're drawing it or where you are creating it. Okay. I might have a land like this. Okay. Be it a rectangle, a parallelogram, a square, whatnot. And what I'm doing is I'm digging a well on my on my farm so that I can water my plants. So what are you seeing here? You're seeing a rectangle, which is my total farm. Inside the rectangle, you're seeing a circle, right? When you're looking at it from the top. So my well has taken this much space or area out of this farm so that it can be used for watering the plants. It is important. If I'm not being sensitive about the area, let's say this is my farm and I create this bigger well. Well is taking the entire area of the farm, almost more than half probably. And the purpose for which I was creating this well was watering the plants. I have no space left in my farm to to plant the trees or whatever, right? So it's very important for us to know the area of things. Let's say if I get even further emotional, okay, I'll say no, I like well, I'll create this bigger well. If I'm creating this bigger well or a pond or whatever it is, I have no space left for planting the trees. The whole purpose of creating the pond or the well goes for a toss. I mean, I might end up fishing inside the pond, but we have to understand the area concept. What do we mean by area? How do we use the area, right? Let's say here I have to draw a circle and then a rectangle. If I'm using this much area for drawing the circle, what I'm left with is very little area for rectangle. So it's the space consumed on a surface where you are drawing any shape. Now, what we have learned is there are different shapes or the objects that we came across. We started with a point, which are like a landmark or a place that you can look at. Then we learned about the lines. Then we learned about the rays, and we learned about the line segments. Line segment is something which has a fixed length, a fixed starting ending point, like a distance between my and Pranav's house. This is my house, this is Pranav's house. These are 2 points, fixed length. Okay. Here, this is called a ray. We'll talk about ray, but before that, we'll talk about the line. Line is nothing but we eventually in usage we call this also as a line. This here to this one is line, but this is not a line. This is called line segment. It's a portion of the line. Why? Because line is not a fixed length thing. Line is something which gives a direction, and it can go as far you can think of. If my sheet was bigger, If I'm drawing a line, it can just cross the entire sheet. If I'm drawing a line on the roof of my house, it can cover the entire. I mean, it can at least stretch as far as the roof goes in my on my house. Yeah. So lines don't have a fixed length. That's what I'm trying to say. Line segment is a piece taken out from that. Okay, which has a fixed length, fixed starting and ending point. Wherein line is just a direction, just tells you how far it is. I can stretch my arms, go as far as I want to go. Sorry. So that is a line. And ray is something which has one starting point but no ending point in the other direction. It's like the light going from my torch, from the phone. If I turn on the torch, this I've shown before also to the kids. So here, so if you see, it starts from here and goes as far as it can go, depending on how strong my torch is. So that's what is ray, where it has a one origination point and it goes to the infinite length as far as it can go or travels. So we learned about the points, we learned about the line segment, and rays. Then we learned about then we started learning about line segments parallel to each other. Let's say parallel lines. When we learned about them, we said, okay, fine. There are two lines which are parallel to each other, not meeting each other. It's like a railway track where the distance between the two lines always remains fixed. These are called parallel lines, meaning if you stretch them as far as you can, they will never meet because the distance between them remains fixed. So this is called parallel lines. Then there's another relationship that we learned about the two lines or line segments. Okay. When the lines meet. When we talked about the parallel lines, we said that the lines don't meet because the distance between them remains fixed. Here the lines are meeting actually. They make angles. So we learned about the angles. And what is the inclination between them? That's defined by the angle. So here we learn about the angles which are lesser than 90 degree. These are called acute angles, things which are small. Come on. Acute angles. Angles which are more than 90 degree, or let's start with the 90 degree. Angles which are 90 degree, meaning but the lines are perpendicular to each other, like the corners of the wall that we see. 90 degree, these are called right angles. Then we learned about the next thing when the angles are more than 90 degree, greater than 90 degree. This is called obtuse angle. Okay. So these are the angles that we learned about. Then we learned about the closed shapes where we call them polygons. Poly means many. Okay. Poly stands for many. So polygon means shapes which have multiple sides. Multiple sides. We learned about triangles. We learned about quadrilaterals. So let's go by triangles. We may not be able to cover a lot of things today. We have just few more minutes before the class gets over, but let's look at some of the properties. Learn about the triangles, meaning a shape or a polygon which has three sides, one side, two side, three sides, and have three angles also. What we learned about them is you can classify or categorize the triangles into based on their sides or based on the angles. So if you look at the sides, there are three varieties of triangles. Triangle where all the sides are of same length, all the sides are of same length, all the sides are of same length or equal to each other. Okay. I'm sorry.
I just
Okay. So when all the sides are equal, they it's called equilateral triangle. Equilateral. Equi stands for equal, lateral stands for sides. Equilateral, or all the sides are equal. So first triangle type of triangle is based on side. When the length are all same, it's called equilateral triangle. Now second possibility is when only two sides are same. So this side and this side are same. This is called isosceles triangle. Triangle. Don't go by the spelling. I might have made some mistakes, but I just and the third is when the sides are all of different size. This is different from this guy, this is different from this guy, and both all are all different. It's called scalene. Scalene triangle. So if you look at only the sides of a triangle, there are three types. One is called equilateral triangle when all the three sides are same length. When the two sides are of same length, that is called isosceles triangle. And when all the sides are different, that is called scalene triangle. Up to this, any doubt, any confusion? Yes, Alni.
I think I learned it a little different. There's something called the right track.
So I'll come to that. I'll come to that. So we have only looked at the triangle based on the sides. We have not looked at the triangles based on the angles. So that is the next thing and the last thing that we learned or revised today. And probably, I would suggest you guys to go through the videos of the previous classes also, where you will find these details for revision. If not, we'll cover that in the class tomorrow as well. Okay. Second thing is when we talk about the triangle, we can categorize them based on the sides, and that is where we talk about the equilateral, isosceles, and scalene triangles. Now, when you look at the angles, angles also help you categorize the triangles into different types. We learned about three angles, right? Acute angle, obtuse angle, and right angle. The other three things that we have learned about the angles. Let's see how that is relatable here. So if you have a triangle where one angle is 90°, one angle is 90°, okay? Don't tell me if you have all the three angles is 90°. That is not a possibility, but I'm just saying by the definition. If you have one angle is 90°, it's called right angle triangle. It is named by the name of this angle type itself. Right angle triangle, okay? Or right triangle. So that's what Salini you were saying. If you have a triangle with one angle is 90°, that is called right angle triangle or right triangle. Similarly, if you have a triangle where one of the angle is greater than 90° or is an obtuse angle, then this type of triangle is called obtuse angle triangle. Okay. Only thing that you have to remember is any triangle will have only one right angle or one obtuse angle. You cannot have two right angles or two obtuse angles. Okay. Otherwise, the definition of the triangle will go for a toss. Okay. Third category is called acute angle triangle. Like I said, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle's definition is if you have one angle which is 90°, it's called right angle triangle. If you have one angle which is more than 90°, then it's called the obtuse angle triangle. But when you look at the acute angle triangle, the third category is called acute angle triangle, meaning when all the angles are less than 90°. When all angles of a triangle are less than 90°. Okay. Now, why I'm saying all angles? Because if you have one of the angle equal to 90°, it will not be acute angle triangle. It will be a right angle triangle. If one of the angle is greater than 90 degree, it will not be an acute angle triangle. It will become an obtuse angle triangle. That's why I'm saying there's a difference in the definition. If I'm talking about a right angle triangle or an acute obtuse angle triangle, I will say if all the angles, if one of the angle is 90 degree or more than 90 degree. But when I'm talking about acute angle triangle, I will say if one of the angle is, sorry, if all the angles are less than 90 degree. Yes, Salmi, you're saying something.
I just made this
Okay.
easy thing that I can remember about acute triangle.
Yeah.
It's called acute, right?
What is that?
If you take over that and take it away,
Mhm.
it says cute, and it's gonna be like the smallest one, the smallest angle.
Hmm.
Cute is also like the smallest, right?
Not the smallest, smaller than 90.
It feels like the cute word is there, so it's gonna be small like that.
Yeah, correct. All right. So let's do a quick recap. We did tables today. We got assignments for all of us. All of us have to memorize tables till 8 or 12 by next Saturday. So basically, Pranav and Gitesh have to memorize till 12, and everybody else have to memorize till 8 by next Saturday. And when I say memorize, you guys already have memorized. I want you guys to be fast and accurate. That's the goal. Then we looked at, uh, we talked about the change in the plan. So we will have our classes starting at 4 p.m. for everybody from tomorrow. So no class in the morning. You guys can sleep little extra on weekends starting today. And then we did a quick recap of what is geometry, what are the basic shapes, what are the properties of those, and what was the origin for the geometry. I will, uh, I mean, uh, when I talk more about things in higher classes, I will explain that know a little bit more about why that fight I talked about. Okay. So we talked about basic lines, line segments, rays. We talked about parallel lines, angles, and we talked about the different types of triangles. So in the next class, we'll probably look at quadrilaterals and some more shapes, and that is where we will discuss about some of the interesting concepts as well. Okay. I will teach in the next class. I will teach you guys how the area of a triangle is derived. How the area of a triangle is half into base into height. Let me see if I can explain that. I mean that's for higher grades. You guys don't have to worry about that right now, but I will still try to find it out. Okay. All right. I mean we'll talk about the basic geometry shapes and then we'll see if I can explain that to you guys how to derive the area of a triangle. Uh, if it's not too complex for you guys. Okay. All right. See you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m.
Bye, sir.
Bye, beta. Yeah.
I still
Everybody.